Happy Tuesday to you, Oklahoma. We are glad you're with us today for Around the Block. We got Avon with us today and Jacqueline. And I'm Heather. Thanks for being here. Avon's pumped.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I think you were on last week. You were on last week. Yes, because Adria and I were both gone. Mm-hmm. And it's good to have you back. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
How have you been? Let's start with that.
I'm going to be so real. I'm tired today because I played basketball for the first time since May last night. And I'm sore. Let's put it that way.
Who'd you play with?
Just a couple buddies. Like 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Heather's like, wow, you have a lot of friends.
I know. You have friends? That's why I was asking. Who'd you play with? I'm kidding.
Why'd you find 6?
It's a lot. At your apartment complex or where?
No, we just went to some random park in the middle of Oklahoma City and decided to play.
That sounds like fun. Yeah. Literally, that sounds like a lot of fun. But I'm curious, too, how windy was it out there last night?
It affected our play. It definitely affected our play. Probably like 19-mile-an-hour gusts or something like that.
Today is super windy also. In fact, tonight and this afternoon, we could see some gigantic hail.
Really?
So, yes, everybody be weather aware. Yeah. Well, just keep your truck parked out there underneath the awning. We have awnings here at KFOR. So as long as it's hailing, I'm not driving home. But yeah, so be weather aware today for sure, and throughout the rest of the week too, because we have other potentials. Is it Wednesday and Friday?
Yes.
I think Thursday we get the break.
But, little break.
That's such a weird time to have a break, in my opinion.
But also things change all the time.
True.
It's Mother Nature, and she's like, you think she's going to zig, and then she zags. So, yeah, as of today, it's today and tomorrow and Friday. Show. We get lots of cool stuff here in Oklahoma City, and the latest thing that we're getting, it's $5 million upgrades to Wiley Post Park. What's going to be so cool about this park is everyone's like, $5 million? Yes, because it will be celebrating the Oklahoma City, the USS Oklahoma City submarine. This is going to be super cool. It's a Los Angeles class fast attack nuclear powered submarine, and it will feature the submarine's sail and 2 dive planes. Wow. Now, this is the park itself, and there's the submarine itself. And so there's the whole, how cool is that we get to have a piece of that here in Oklahoma City. So it was commissioned in 1988, went out of service in 2022, but phase 1 of the park is supposed to open next month. So you can see all kinds of fun stuff out there at the park, including they're going to add some scenic river overlooks, playgrounds, and amphitheater. But if you're a kid and you see this, part of a submarine at the park and some 2 dive planes, that might make you want to join the military someday. Who knows the impact that these things could have on our kids playing at that park?
It would be huge. There's a whole song in the Navy, right? That's been going around recently. I want to join up.
Is it back?
Yeah, it's on a sound on TikTok now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good.
Like, I remember hearing that when it first came out.
It's been around for a long time.
So yeah. I have to say what I was most intrigued by the video. I absolutely love seeing the restoration of that submarine, and I'm so excited to see it return or come to Oklahoma. But what was being worked on that was blurred out adjacent, what was being hidden? What top secret? Something.
What are you talking? Let's go back to it. Now everybody wants to know.
It was right on the left-hand side.
Of what? Okay, point it out.
Okay.
Not the park video. It's the submarine video that you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm.
Because the sub, I have actually been following the story for at least a year now, and the sub, came out and has been being worked on to restore it to be able to come to this park for several months. And so the stock video showed the submarine itself. It's coming up very quick, but there was a part blurred out adjacent.
Right there. To the left.
Where?
The whole section.
That just looks like this. Oh, that. Now I see it. So I thought it was scaffolding before.
What secret deal?
Oh, okay. Oh, Area 51 type stuff.
You never know.
Submarine hanger type stuff?
You don't. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out, Jacqueline. That's super interesting. Top secret stuff. Yes. Okay.
So what do we think? What do we think is in there?
I don't know. The wheels are turning.
I know, they definitely are.
We clearly don't want other countries to see what we have.
Yeah.
It's just like 700 pizzas for the employees. That's all covering up.
Well, this was the pizza party.
Your taxpayers to good use. Okay, so also in the village, I love this story. But don't call 911 for anything unless it's an emergency. This woman, I think she probably called the non-emergency number to the village police department. Her husband was out of town and she could not get her crib assembled. She's got a baby on the way, so she called police and they actually responded. And so it was a slow day, so they were able to help her put it together. But you just never know what police officers, firefighters, first responders are going to do. And it's Officer Ellis and Lieutenant Green. They took advantage of a slow day to answer the mom's call for help.
How long did it take? Do we know?
I don't know.
They say like assembly in an hour, but it takes like 3 because you're missing a screw in the Allen wrench.
Yes, the Allen wrench is what does you in.
Yes. And then even if they provide the Allen wrench, then you lose it halfway through.
Yes.
And sometimes they have another one, but then it's like, where's that one also? And why is it too small? Like, come on.
You know what always gets me though in assembly, and I have to just say this is because major grade friends, is when they give you not the same amount of extras. So it's like, wait, in this little batch I have 3 extra screws, but in this section I only have 2 extras. So how many was I supposed to assemble?
You know?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if I've had that happen to me.
Oh,
I've
been done dirty by some IKEA furniture.
Yeah, well, okay. So I'm working on the 4th thing that I've ever assembled in my life.
Oh, good for you.
The first one I installed, it was a table. I installed everything backwards and I left it. I'm like, I'm not doing it again.
She just flipped it upside down.
Yeah. And then the other thing was my kids helped me put together this beverage cart thing. And it too is in reverse, which we didn't know until after. We're like, nope, done. The other thing, the other thing I didn't even assemble. My daughter did. And it's a cabinet for my bathroom. She did a great job. This is a love seat from Amazon. And the reason I got it from Amazon, because, instead of furniture store, it's just to look pretty. So it was a cheap little thing.
Uh-huh.
But holy cannoli, if there aren't 5,000 pieces.
Just sit on the box at that point.
That's what I'm talking about.
Golly, man. And plus a bajillion screws and everything that you can. And I'm over. But after this, we're going to talk about rattlesnakes found in Oklahoma. We'll be right back. So, one of my favorite things to do in the world, and I think Jacqueline would agree, is hiking.
Ooh, yes.
Love hiking. Okay, but because it's springtime, we have to be very, very conscious of rattlesnakes, or as I like to call them, rattlesnakes.
Now, why is that?
I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a very fancy snake that deserves a fancy name.
If you think about it, it's like, listen to my rattle. I don't know. I'm so dumb.
I love that.
So there's a guy, Connor Hance. He took some videos in the Wichita Mountains over the weekend, which I love to hike there. Jacqueline, do you like to hike there too?
I absolutely love to hike there, and I'm going this weekend.
Okay.
Actually,
you might want to watch out for rattlesnakes.
For rattlesnakes.
For rattlesnakes.
Rattlesnakes.
And so this one he said he saw at the Indiahoma entrance. So just keep that in mind. That's where its den must be. But rattlesnakes emerge from their dens in springtime, and they love brushy and rocky areas, a place with lots of leaves, anywhere where they can hide. You need to listen for the sound of their rattle. You can't, because they blend in with everything. They camouflage in. So here's the thing, though. I've probably encountered them, gosh, so many times. I mean, I used to live in Las Vegas and go hiking out there, too.
Viva.
And so I've never, thank God, noticed one or heard one. But Jacqueline, you have.
I definitely have. And I have in the Wichita Mountains, where I believe this individual saw Connor. It was springtime. It was in the warmest part of the day because they really like to come out and sun on the rocks in the Wichitas.
Fair. I would too.
Especially along all the really nice trails, Dog Run Hollow, and all the good trails out by the prairie dogs. That's where those rattlesnakes like to be. So if it's really warm and it feels like a great sunning spot, be on the lookout because
you might find me there.
Too.
Sunbathing on the rocks.
Oh my gosh, what is that? That's Haven.
It's my rattle. Okay, what's the latest on what you're supposed to do? Because it changes every few years if you're bitten. In the past they've said, slice it open, suck out the venom.
Yeah,
now they're like, do not do that.
They say, well...
And then they said do a tourniquet, and now they say don't do a tourniquet, right?
I don't know about that, and I'm not a first responder anymore, so I'm not
Anymore?
to say. I used to be a wilderness first responder certified in the my college years.
She's done everything. She's a former rock climbing instructor,
Yeah.
first responder,
Worked at the Science Museum.
Teacher, all the careers.
Wow.
But they have wonderful park rangers in the Wichita Mountains, and it's really advised you immediately contact officials, 911. Park rangers will help you, but there's a great hospital in Lawton that I'm sure you should get to as well.
Yeah, really. I bet they've seen several.
You need.
So no tourniquet, Heather?
I don't know. Don't take that from me.
Okay,
I thought that I'd heard that, but maybe not.
Medical care here at ATB.
I was like, it makes sense.
Kill off your, you don't want to go circulating through your body, but also it could kill off your limb. I don't know. I need to look it up. Yes. So everybody, if you're listening to this, please Google it.
But my big advice,
Google is your friend.
This is the part I made the mistake in, is I had my dog on a leash and I let him get out too far at the time. He was on one of those, the retractable leashes that can really get out. And he is the one who found it first.
Ooh.
And so
he start barking?
Yes.
Was it Frank?
It was Ronnie, his little pug soul. But he thought he was going to take care of us, and not a good idea.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
Immediately retracted him back.
He's like, I'm a pug. I got this.
That's what he said. But
Light work.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about swapping date night for chore mance. We'll explain that coming up. Get it out, Ethan.
No.
Get it out.
No. I will not let it out. I don't know where it came from, guys. I wasn't doing it earlier.
So, okay, listen. There's a whole new trend in dating called chore-mancing, where you do something like a chore together. You either clean the house together, you cook together, or you go shopping together, grocery shopping, run errands. I like the running errands, shopping, cooking, and I like the cleaning in a sense. However, if you're going to go on a date and the guy invites you over to say, hey, you want to come over and clean my bathroom? Heck no, I don't. You can clean your bathroom on your own. If you'd like for me to join you in vacuuming and mopping and dusting, maybe, but bathrooms are off limits. Here's why I like this, though. At first, I was like, no way. But here's why I like it. Because it gives you a chance to see whether or not that person loses their temper, how they act under stress, if they can have fun and be laid back, if they're high strung. It really teaches you a lot about people.
Oh, yeah.
Anything from cleaning the house to grocery shopping. Do they read labels, which I do? Like, do they have the patience to put up with me while I read labels?
Right, yeah.
Just buy it, Heather. Just buy it.
Will they let me read every label and analyze every
I'm trying to see if there's MSG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I think it's kind of a cool idea because it does force you to get to know each other in a way that you wouldn't normally if you're just having, going to a movie and having dinner or something. So I think it's interesting.
I think it's smart because if you don't like the way they do these things under non-stressful times before you're married, and I don't know, add in some children, you're really not going to like them when you had all those extra layers in time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was a great idea. I totally am with you on the no bathrooms thing.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
But maybe, I don't know, do a little garage sale together. You get to see all of someone's behaviors.
Do a garage sale together?
Yeah.
Oh, heck no. That's way too much work and way too stressful. I know.
That's why I said that. Just get a response and it works.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Worst. I'm never having another one. No. But yeah, I do like that. Having been divorced, I can tell you that there were some red flags when we were dating of his impatience and
seriously,
being quick to anger. So I should have paid better attention. I was young and dumb though. So, but in these days, if you're to go on a date, and you can get to see that in advance, that I think that's really cool. That, like you said, it can really save your relationship down the line.
Yeah.
If you don't get into one with someone who's hot-headed. Yeah. Anyway, I like it. It's called chore-mancing. But if you're going to propose this to the person that you want to take on a date, just make sure it's something that they might enjoy as well.
Yeah.
World's oldest gorilla living in captivity just celebrated her 69th birthday. Her name is Fatu. And she Oh, look.
Isn't she cute?
She's so cute.
I was so excited when I saw the photos.
She's a little elder. Look, she even has blue eyes. You know, because their eyes start to fade over the years. So, like, she's 69, and she enjoyed, she's at the Berlin Zoo. She didn't have any birthday cake because the sugar is not good for her, but they did give her cherry tomatoes, beets, leeks, and lettuce at the Berlin Zoo.
Look at her birthday
69,
cake.
nice.
A birthday salad.
Birthday salad.
She's so healthy.
I wonder if, like, she realizes, surely she realizes they're doing something nice for her. They're giving her something different.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
It's a different enrichment than usual.
Yes. So she's a Western lowland gorilla.
Okay.
And she arrived in what was then West Berlin in 1959. So she was believed to be about 2 years old when she was taken from the wild. That's sad. But her exact birth date isn't known. But gorillas can live 35 to 40 years in the wild and longer in captivity because she's 69.
Wow.
They think she was born in Western Africa, too. So, Fatu, happy birthday.
Really cool.
Happy birthday, Fatu.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. So cute. She could tell she's elderly. I mean, I wonder, you know how we have dog years and human years? I wonder if there's gorilla years and human years.
I think they age around the same way
do
we
they?
do. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Because they can only live to be about 40 in the wild, 35 to 40 longer in captivity. So it just makes you wonder if there is such a thing. Maybe not. Maybe not.
We can look it up after the break.
Yeah.
Whenever we get there.
Let's do it. Kim Kardashian. She's making her Broadway debut as a producer. I love Broadway plays, and this one is based on a true story. This one is called The Fear of 13. And she looks like she has blue eyes there, too. Look at her eyes.
She looks amazing there. I was really shocked by the photo, honestly.
I mean, she's gorgeous. She's always been gorgeous. But does she have blue eyes?
Don't believe so.
It looks blue to me.
Anyway, she's always been stunning. Yeah. So she says her commitment to criminal justice reform is about more than policy. It's about the people, because the Sphere of 13 play is about Nick Yaris, who spent over 2 decades on death row for a murder he says he didn't commit. So Kim Kardashian's been involved in a lot of prison inmate stories, such as Richard Glossop, even here in Oklahoma, saying he should be a free man. He's probably innocent. And as you know, he's being retried again. It's really at least the 3rd time for a man who's faced death, I think 9 times.
Yeah.
So anyway, but Kim Kardashian, Broadway play producer, to add to her accolades.
I wonder if she'll have any catchy songs, or how solemn do you think this is going to be?
I don't know.
Is it going to be like a Les Mis? Is it going to be Chicago? I don't know. I'm just naming off musicals at this
Hair.
point. It's Hairspray, but they cut it every song in half. So
Oh, it is Hairspray, isn't it? I love Broadway plays. I love Wicked. That was my favorite. I've seen it 3 times.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so this play stars Adrian Brody and Tessa Thompson. It opens Wednesday.
Those are big names. So
this play. Okay.
To have Adrian Brody.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of songs. I didn't even think about that come out of this, because so many songs are, forever famous after that. So Rent has a million famous songs.
Yeah. Water for Elephants. Or Lowland Gorillas, who knows?
Okay. Anyway, super neat, I think. Kim Kardashian's done so many things, too. She's a billionaire, and so have her sisters. In fact, I own one of their perfumes. I can't remember which sister it is. It's the Kardashian. What's her sister name? She used to have the blonde hair.
Kylie Jenner?
No.
Oh, okay.
Kendall, Kylie, Chloe, Courtney.
I have Chloe's perfume.
Went through all of them, Jacqueline. Well done.
Can you tell that I am of age to have been alive for the Kardashian series debut?
Fair enough.
I never did watch the Kardashians.
I definitely did.
Yeah, I've heard they're very entertaining. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about how a Picasso could be yours for very cheap, and it's all for a good cause. That's right after this. A Picasso can be yours for only 100 euros, happening today, which is the equivalent of $118. All you have to do is call Christie's auction house in Paris and say, I want to be part of this today. And they're 6 hours, I think, ahead of us. Is it ahead of us? Yeah. And
Sure.
so,
I don't know.
and so anyway, it might be too late at this point. They're probably closed. But you can
Just leave them
try.
a voicemail. That's fine.
Yeah. So, but the cool thing is, for just 100 euros, they're taking up to 120,000 donations of 100 euros each, and you could win that Picasso. And it's called Tête de Femme, which means head of a woman,
Oh,
created by Picasso in 1941.
Incredible.
And it's all for Alzheimer's research, too. I think that's very cool. All right, today's bizarre holidays. This is a very bizarre one. Be kind to Lawyers Day.
better be easy on that one for sure.
What else we got?
We got International Moment of Laughter Day.
National Dolphin Day.
Be fun. National Donate a Book Day.
National Ex-Spouse Day.
Glad I didn't read that one. National Look Up at the Sky Day.
And National, this is me every day, reach as high as you can to get that off the second shelf. I can't reach it. Day.
And Puffin Day.
I love puffins. They're the cutest. And we love you, and we appreciate you watching. Why are you laughing?
I don't know, just the way you said it.
I guess Avon doesn't love you, but I do.
Hang on, I do people. I do beautiful people.
Jacqueline, do you?
I love our viewers.
Thank you. All right. So it's a consensus then.
Yes.
It's
We love
unanimous.
it.
We love our viewers.
viewers.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again tomorrow at 11. Be weather aware today and have a great one.